Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to you guys with another video. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you guys think about this video. So I'm here with another interview recap. See how spoiling you are. One thing about it, Tasha K, y'all, she's the go to interviews. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Like, you may not like the girl, you may not like some of the things that she's done, said, but she's good at what she does. Like, she's really good at what she does. It's like, yeah, like one thing about her, all she has to do is just get a bottle of wine, have them start drinking, and they just start telling. Even during the interview, Jazz at one point didn't want to say a lot, and then she goes, "Oh, wait, you want some more wine? Hold on. I gotta get some more wine for you, baby. Hold on. Like, the girl knows what she's doing. She does, okay? This interview was good. Just know it was better than the Blueface and Krishan interview. We found out a lot more than we found out with the Blueface and Krishan thing, like 100% more, because we got into good detail. So it seems like Persuasion kind of pushed her way into doing this interview with Jazz. It looks as if it was just supposed to be a Jazz interview, just from what Tasha K was kind of saying. That's just what I was getting from it in the beginning. So we get into Jazz's background. She talks about growing up in LA and blah, blah, blah. And also her mom being famous. And she said she didn't really know that her mom was famous until she got on Basketball Wives, because a lot of her generation, they didn't never watch The Real World and everything like that. They didn't know what The Real World was. But then when she got on Basketball Wives, that's when people started recognizing her and be like, oh, they go, what's her name, right? So then we get into her getting into fights, I guess, at school. So Tasha's like, yeah, wait, hold on, you ever getting into fights? That wasn't jealous. So then the girl, Jazz is like, yeah, of course I did, and then she's like, did you win all of them? And she's like, yeah, like I won some, lost some, everybody loses a fight. And then Persuasion's like, yeah, everybody loses a fight. You see Tasha K, her face was probably like, oh, we know you lost the fight. You was in that sick, girl. So Persuasion was laughing a little too hard at that comment, girl. I'm just saying. So then we get into Jazz coming out. So we get into her coming out to Tammy. She was saying she came out as bisexual to Tammy and everything like that. And the reason why she did is because she didn't really discover who she was until about her 20s and stuff like that. Late 20s, not late 20s, but like when she was 23. So that's what she kind of said. And she was saying Tammy didn't really take it the best. And I know that the thing is, I don't think Tammy's homophobic at all. But to me, she gives me very much old school, that it's like, if a child were to ever come out to her, she'd be like, oh my God, why? Like, that's the type of vibe. So I was just surprised that she said that. I actually really like Tammy, because a lot of people just think Tammy is just like a fighter and that she's like ghetto, but Tammy's really intelligent. That's what I really like about her. And like, she knows what she's talking about. Like, she's worked at the AIDS center and stuff like that. I remember when she talked about that on The Real World and stuff like she actually knows what she's talking about when it comes to a lot of different stuff. So that's why I really like Tammy, because the girl is smart. Okay, so we get to Sway, and first they start asking her about Zeus and everything and her background and stuff like that. So she was saying she didn't do her research when it came to Zeus, and Zeus approached her at a dark time. I'm like, I smell a little bit of cap. The cap is on your head, girl. Like, I smell a lot of cap. Like, a lot of cap.
It's the cap for me.
Yeah, the cap is on your hair, on the top of your head.
The cap is on
wig
your
is the
hair.
cap.
Okay, like, that's how it felt for me, because Zeus is known, so you know what they're known for. They're known for the fighting. Bad Boys was already out by that time. Like, a lot of shows were already out that they had on there, so it's like you kind of know what it is, way. So I don't know. I don't believe that. That's the problem that I have with. So I feel like she lies too much. Like,
I smell a star.
She lies a little too much for my liking. Okay, so then she was saying that she was going through postpartum depression, and that she is in therapy, and that's the reason why that was the dark time that she was going through at the time, where Zeus kind of got with her and kind of found out, hey, would you want to be on the show, blah blah blah. So then she said yes at the first opportunity she got. because it was something that would have brought her joy. So she talked about her daughter and how her daughter is a Pisces. And Tasha, get along with Pisces too. We're both Pisces. So Tasha K is a Pisces, which I didn't know. Sway's a Pisces and the daughter is a Pisces too. So talked about fighting for her life and talked about, we seen on BGC 16 getting RAPE. Okay, spell it out. YouTube, blame YouTube for me using spelling words. Okay, she talked about that, saying that she got RAPE by a Navy lieutenant, and that she also got RAPE by a friend of a friend too, like recently. Not too recently, but it seemed as if that was the most recent time. So she was saying she is in therapy for like a whole lot of trauma and everything. First of all, y'all, I want to go get therapy in 2023, you guys. So like, leave your comments down below of websites to get. I don't want to hear BetterHelp. Okay, everybody tells me, oh, go to BetterHelp.com. Listen, okay, ain't nothing wrong with me, but I feel like, of course, everybody says that. But I just want to get therapy. That's one of the things I want to do in 2023. So like, just let me know, like, if y'all got any doctors y'all recommend to see, like that type of vibe. Okay, so it's like, I want to do some healing. Okay, what is it called? I want to heal. Okay, I want to do a little bit of that 2023. Okay, so she starts talking about getting like she had like X's tattooed on her and stuff like that, because Tasha K basically was like, a lot of the people out there, they don't feel like, you know, you part of the community, that you just getting with her just because, you know, she got some shine. And then she was like, no, like, I've been with girls and stuff before. I have her tatted on me and stuff like that. I do believe in BGC 16 that Sway says that she's eaten cat before, like she's messed around with girls before. I do believe that, but I'm not 100% sure. I may have to do a little double back on that. But this is what I think. I do think Sway is bi. I'll say that. But I feel like she's with Jazz for the opportunity. And it's sad as it is, I feel like she likes Jazz as a friend and they get along and stuff like that. But I feel like she's more so with her for the opportunity. That the fact that like she's popping, like she has Tammy as a connect. Tammy right now is on like 5 million shows, which they mentioned on the interview. So shout out to Tammy, girl. Okay, sister's booked and busy. Okay, so it's going on like a million shows. She has a lot going for her. So I feel like Sway kind of sees that and she's like, oh, like, hey girl, you need a girlfriend or what? But I do think Sway is bi. Like, I will say that. I don't think she's just making that up to be with her. That I'll say. Okay. So then they talked about like what people are thinking about her. She's like, she doesn't really care. Apparently right now they're filming a reality show. Okay. So expect a reality show to come out. They didn't really want to talk about it during this interview for some reason. Why? I don't know. Cause it's like, it's going to get announced, but it looks as if it's probably going to be on like a VH1 thing. Cause y'all know VH1, like Tammy has a heavy connect on VH1 cause she's doing that little, that Cheaters type show, which I need to get into too. Cause I heard good things about it. Okay. So Tasha does the alley. This is what I mean when the girl is a good interviewer, okay? Because it was all positive. She's like, oh, we don't care, you know, Persuasion. She's like, I don't really care what people think, you feel me? Because, like, we're together and stuff. So it was all positive. And Tasha hit her with the, alley-oop. She says, so, okay, what about Blueface? Did you really sleep with Blueface? And I said, ooh. Persuasion didn't know what to say. Persuasion's like, it took her back. I was like, see, this is the technique that the girls need to write down, and I need to write down, because, like, that was a good alley-oop. Okay, so she was saying, oh, no, I didn't sleep with Blueface. Did I sit on Blueface's face? Yes. Did I sleep with him? No. Did other girls sat on the face? Yes. So,
I know your kid because I know your baby daddy. I know your baby daddy because I sit on his like almost every other night.
So I'm like, wow. And apparently it was a line of girls that had their Debbie cakes lined up in order for them to num cakes, in the words of Orlando Brown. Okay? So they were popping and squatting the Big Debbie cakes and Mr. Blueface's face. The image. Put that in your mind. A line of girls, okay? Just pop, squat, shake, shake, lick, lick. So Mr. Blue had him a good old time that night. And apparently, this was the shocking part about it. It was 2 weeks before the show filmed, which is the biggest gag of it all. Because we're thinking this happened probably like a couple years ago, like Blue Girls Club time around season 1 and 2 type, like very early. This happened, she said, 2 weeks before the show aired. And as she was calling Natalie, in the words of Gutta, she was saying Natalie. She was calling Natalie and basically talking about the whole situation, telling Natalie about it. So Natalie's just like, oh yeah, you sat on Blue's face? Cool. I'll call you back. Lemmy, guess what? I just heard that Sway sat on Blue's face. We got to get that Krishan Rock girl on there. Because guess what? She's going to run the Bay. I'm going to run the Bay, and she's going to run Batty South. So we need to get that, all together. And then next thing you know, her and Sway, that's going to be our premiere fight. Yep, that's it. I'm going to call you back, Lemmy. Let me call her back. Stupid ass. Hey, Sway. Do you want to be on Batty South? Oh, my God. Yeah. So it kind of probably went like that. Knowing Natalie, probably went like that. Okay, so I was like, wow, that is recent. So I was like, wow, you really was just throwing the Big Debbie cakes on that Benjamin. Because he got the tattoo of Benjamin on his face. You just, okay? That president probably is rolling in his grave after seeing all those Big Debbie cakes and punani all up in his face, girl. Like, so then she says that Jazz kind of brings up the Blue thing again, and it basically was just like, oh, like, if you lived in LA, everybody slept with Blue. Like, she was like, a bunch of my homegirls have slept with Blue. Basically, she was making it seem like if you live in LA, you take the bus. Like, everybody take the bus. Everybody slept with Blue. Everybody sat on his face. Yeah, everybody. Like, that type of vibe. I said, oh, wow, okay. But she said she just had to make sure Miss Sway was clean. Okay? That Sway was clean, and other than that, she didn't have no issues with it, okay? She could sit on all the faces she wants, but yeah, gotta be clean, okay? I'm playing. She didn't say all the faces you want, but, like, she just had to make sure that, because, like, yeah. So Tasha goes, oh, hold on. Was it good? Did he give you some tongue action? Was it worth it? Let me know. So apparently, Sway says, oh, it was nothing memorable, blah, 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 blah. And Tasha's like, oh, that nigga much. He ate it for lunch. And I was like, I was cackling, girl. That was funny. That was really, really funny. And then they asked her, like, of course, like, you didn't sleep with him at all. And then Sway goes, well, the reason why is because. So I said, let me find out it's something a little more serious. And she says, no, it's because Blue couldn't get Rock. And I'm not talking about Krishan Rock girl. I'm talking about Rock. He couldn't get it up. We found out he couldn't get it up, and that's why Sway didn't do it. And to me, she could have left that out because it didn't make you look really good. Because it basically tells us if he was able to get Krishan Rock, that you would have, sat on it. So you could have left that detail out. Just saying, Sway. It didn't look good. So Tasha did ask about Red, but she didn't mention Red's name, which, in my opinion, I still agree with Red in this situation. I don't agree with you as a friend putting your child in the middle of another friend and the baby father. You and the baby father need to work it out and not bring your friend into it, because that's wrong. Because either which way they do, they're going to be messed up. Because let's say if she didn't give the daughter over to the dad, let's say the dad came over and it was a confrontation, it would have been a problem. Had she just given the daughter away to the dad, it was still a problem because you would have got mad. So I don't think that's fair. I don't agree with that. I still feel like Sway is wrong in that whole situation, and it's extremely selfish in my opinion. So she was just saying, people tried to make it look like I was saying he wasn't trying to be in the daughter life. He just wasn't financially providing, apparently, or something like that. Sway gives me very much liar tease. It's like the stories switch up every now and then, so it's kind of like, okay, it makes me kind of squint my eyes at her. Okay, so she asks her about Rock. Okay, she asks her more about Rock. So she says, how was it living in the house with her? Because y'all know Tasha loves to ask this question. I realize this. She loves to ask if Rock is as clean and as dirty as people claim. So she was just basically like, so, was Rock, did she smell a little sour? Did she need to go in the shower for her? Oh, what's up? So apparently she was just saying, oh, like it's not like she stunk or everything, but she was dirty. Like she would leave things around the house, leave things around the house, and wouldn't clean up after herself, right? Not like as if she's like dirty, like she stinks, right? But she did have some cleanliness issues. Apparently, there was some panties left in the house that were dirty in her room like a good amount of times. So I'm thinking, how would she know this? Because they weren't in the same room. So this is where we get into the tea. Rolly took a video of it and sent it to Sway. This is what I'm talking about. Rolly be slick fake low key. Like Rolly cooled it off, but you gotta watch her. So apparently in the beginning or whatever, she went like I guess she was in Rock's room or was around Rock's room, took pictures and videos of Rock's dirty panties and sent it to Sway. And a lot of the other girls, I guess, were doing it too. So Sway had the video and showed Tasha K-Blade. And Tasha was like, oh, I smell it through the phone. Oh my God. So she had the receipts. Persuasion had the receipts of the panties 100%. So she was saying she saw 4 different Krishans and she didn't know who she was dealing with at certain times. Says that she even helped Rock book flights for her mom and the stepdad, and said even the next day after the fight, it was only a couple of girls in the house, which this kind of confused me because the way Zeus edited it, they made it seem as if they showed the next day right after the fight. So apparently that wasn't the fully next day after the fight. And the second episode we saw, and I guess the next day, Rock got in Persuasion's bed and was just like, yeah, what's up, bro? I know I hit you upside your head, but what's up, bro? Like, yeah, what's up? So apparently she was just laying in Persuasion's bed. Persuasion's just like, what's going on? Like, I thought this girl don't like me. Why is she in my bed? Like asking Bree, like, what's up? Bree's just like, well, girl, I don't know what's going on. I'm being called, a prostitute, so I gotta handle that. So mind your business. So she didn't know what to do about that. So she felt like Krishan was a little bit bipolar, like a little bit when it came to like her moods, and she would just switch up, and said that she didn't even have enough money to buy like food, because when they were all in the house together, like stuck in the house, cameras were down, everything was down. She said she ordered Sister Girl Uber Eats. Okay, she gave Sister Girl Uber Eats to eat because she didn't have the funds. Because Brianna was like, oh, we hungry, finna eat Uber Eats. And then Rod's just like, you gonna give me some too, bro? Yeah, I want Wendy's though. Yeah. And then Sway's just like, okay, cool. Where your money at? Rod's like, I don't got it, bro. Blue got it. So you had to ask my nigga Blue. So Persuasion came out of pocket for her, which I'm like, Sway, somebody hit me the way you did. You're not getting nothing out of me. Our whole grudge is really bad. And that's something I don't need to work on. That's why I want to get therapy, girl. Our whole grudges. So it's like, you had to get a dime out of me. You got me messed up. So she ended up giving her, like, buying her food, and like, they was cool or whatever. But she said as soon as the cameras came up, it was a whole different Krishan Rock. She turned into Rock Krishan. Okay, it's just flip. All right, so she said that even at one point they were in New Orleans and she was screaming at the wall. So I guess something was wrong with Rock. She was just screaming at the wall, like, oh, my nigga Blue. So apparently she feels as if Rock needs to sit down with the therapist, which I really hope for this new reality show that they're doing, that they have Rock in some episodes sitting down with the therapist, because it's actually really, really needed. So I hope that's something that they include in the show, okay? Says she even rolled a blunt for Rock to kind of calm her down. And like I said, we find out the person who took the video was Rolly's. Because I thought it was J Love Mina, but it was Rolly. So I will see what, when this hits and she drop it on the tube, because not a lot of people subscribe to Miss Tasha K-Blade. Okay, but when it drops on the tube, Rolly gonna have to have some answers. Okay, she gonna have to have some answers, because Sway kind of threw shade at her, was just like, haha. But it's kind of crazy how now she's kicking with Rock on Baddies West, which I'm like, that's a little fake. Okay, that's a little fake if you ask me. Okay.
See you soon, sis. See you soon, sis. See you soon, sis.
And then we find out that, of course, Rock's checks all go to Blue, which she said Natalie told her. This interview wasn't all about Rock, I'm just saying, but they just had, y'all want me to bring the tea? Like, we get this. Okay. So she told her, Natalie told her that all of Rock's checks go to Blues Enterprise LLC, which we all kind of knew. And Tasha asks her, have you slept with any Zeus producers? So, have you, slept with, some of the Zeus? Because they finna catch a lawsuit now because what's a Sway the whole time just like, so she kind of admits that she did fondle. She didn't say who it was. Like, she didn't say either it was a producer, a security, and I hope that it was a security bae. If it was security bae, screw you, Persuasion, and I don't mess with you. For real. But